Hey y'all, welcome back to the Intuitive Wellness Experiment podcast. I'm coming to you today with a very raw and emotional episode that I didn't even know what was the episode, but I just needed to talk out my feelings after seeing the Michael movie. So there's a lot of tears, there's a lot of processing pauses in it. So put it on whatever speed feels best for you. Flow through it. And yeah, this is my cosmic hot take on what the current cosmos are asking from me after I saw the masterpiece that was Michael in the movie theater. So hope y'all enjoy. Let me know what you think. And we'll chat in the next cosmic hot take. Almost 24 hours after seeing Michael, and I'm still an emotional mess. Even as I say this, my lights start flickering. Where do I even begin? I have to feel that I have to write this to help me process my emotions in the masterpiece that I just saw. Little background on my connection with Michael. I can't confirm this for sure, but I have a feeling that Michael was playing when I was conceived. I definitely know he was playing when I was in my mom's belly in the delivery room. My first couple of days out of the hospital has been filled with music by Michael. Even my mom going to Erasmus High School, performing arts high school in Brooklyn. She told me one of her final dances was to Rock With You. Shortly after, she met my father, got married, had me, and one of the biggest Michael Jackson fans were born. Michael has been so linked very closely to my own personal journey, my own personal emotional journey since birth. Since birth, my dad was a huge Michael Jackson fan. He loved Michael Jackson. I heard from so many of my aunts and uncles how much he adored Michael Jackson, how much he would play Michael Jackson. And you could say it was in my blood. You could say it was in my blood. Growing up, I remember being so in, like, I loved all of the Michael Jackson songs. I loved all of the Jackson 5 songs. That music just resonated with my spirit and soul in a way that no other music did. I remember the couple of VHS tapes that I took with me to Haiti, knowing that we wouldn't have TV or the TV we would have would be in Creole. I made sure to bring a rack of Michael Jackson tapes. I brought recordings of all his music videos, which were movies, by the way. I brought so many of the documentaries that were made and behind the scenes of the music video. The one that comes to mind was Thriller. I would watch the making of Thriller over and over and over again to the point where I knew all the words to the documentary. Of course, I know all the words to every single word on the Thriller album, but I knew all the words to that documentary. I watched it so many times, so many times, so many times. It directly links me with my memories in Haiti. Michael Jackson songs always direct link me to my memory in Haiti. And watching the movie brought so many memories back, so many memories back. From the start of the movie to the end of the movie, I knew coming in I would be an emotional mess. You'll see pictures of me so hype, so happy in my car, getting ready to see this movie. I went to a coffee shop. I got me a good bagel, a good breakfast, packed all of my little snacks and goodies and accoutrements in my huge bag that I brought into the movie theater. Got my popcorn, took my pictures outside of the movie theater. So happy, so happy, so excited to see Michael, to see Jafar in bed, embody Michael. I was like, let's see what Jafar is talking about. I didn't know that he looked like Michael, but I didn't know that he could channel Michael, okay? And when I saw him on screen, he channeled Michael. Michael. Oh my gosh. It took me back to one of my favorite movies of all time, the Jackson 5, The American Dream, you know, talking about Michael's childhood and all of that. But the biggest message I felt like the movie kind of entailed or showed or had a theme around was Michael's sensitivities. How empathic Michael was, how sensitive he was, how no one really understood who he was and could really get him. And he knew this. He knew this. And yeah, it, I need to take a second because I think about my own journey growing up and how I saw myself in Michael. And I knew I was super sensitive and I knew nobody understood, growing up in a Haitian household, in a strong black Haitian woman, like emotions was weakness. Like you don't show those, you do what you need to do. And something about Michael's music, I could feel the sensitivity in his voice. I could feel him. I felt like he could feel me, and he channeled a lot of what I was feeling. To see his connection with the animals reminded me of my daughter, and how close she is with animals. And when Catherine in the movie said to Michael, you can have friends. And he's like, why do I need friends when I have the animals? The animals are my friends. And I think about peace in it. And it made me, I proposed that same question to her. And after looking at the Michael movie, I understand. I understand. I overstand. I overstand. And this is coming, seeing the Michael movie is coming post my daughter and her beautiful Leo moon on stage, getting to see her shine in a way that just lit up my soul. And I knew lit up everybody else in the crowd. We had multicultural night at my daughter's school, and she had to do a piece that she's been practicing for a couple of weeks from Bad Bunny's album representing Puerto Rico. She did a cute little salsa routine. I'll make sure that I share it in my Substack post. But as soon as she entered on stage, like even watching the performances before the stage, she was so in it. It looked like she was studying the moves, like really not critiquing, but in a way, like really studying and observing each and every performer, finding value in each and every performer, from the spoken word to the mariachi band to the Ukrainian poem. Like it was such a beautiful, powerful event. And we sat front row, and my daughter sat front row with us until it was time for her to go backstage and prep for her salsa performance. As soon as she came out on stage, she lit up like I haven't seen her light up before. She waved to everybody in the audience, so proud, so confident, shining brightly. And as soon as the music played, that girl broke dance down, and like somebody said, my girl was on the ones while everybody else was on the twos. That girl salsaed her little heart out to Bad Bunny, and I was just in awe. I was in awe. So proud, so proud. Like the mom and Mean Girls with the video camera, like trying to do the dances. It took everything in me to sit in my seat and not scream because my girl was so good. So to go from that high to seeing Michael and seeing how being on stage really lit him up, and where his full personality can just show up and be brazen and be alive. It was a lesson for me in parenting peace, but also a lesson in me in reparenting little Chrissy G, the little performer inside of me, the little one that one in a low key. I would say I never wanted to be a performer growing up. I knew that that was like, I never had that strong of a passion to be on stage or to perform. But I was in school plays, and I did play Mother Mary a lot of times in church during our Christmas plays, which is a story for another time, knowing my connection with the Black Madonna and Mother Mary. But I loved it. Once I was on stage, people could see and hear my words. I loved it, but I was also so terrified that nobody would understood or wouldn't get the message that I was portraying or I was trying to portray. And that's Chiron and Gemini story for another time. But to see how comfortable my daughter was on stage and how Michael was on stage, just the overall premise of the movie, I felt, was a couple of themes. The power of connecting to your spirit, to your divinity, to the gift that God gave you is so special. And I feel like sensitives and empaths and those on the neuro delightful spectrum have special access to this channeling, this creativity channel from God that many of us don't understand. And not only they can understand their own direct communication with God. And I saw that so clearly within the Michael movie. You know, he even had a line. He was like, his brothers were asking him, Michael, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm channeling a message from God because I know if I don't get these ideas, he's going to give it to Prince. And isn't that so real? If we're not still enough to sit and to listen to God's message, it's going to go to somebody else. So it was an invitation to remember to find moments of stillness, to listen to the whispers of God. Another lesson for me is from this movie is how intimidating your own innocent light can be to people, how it can shine light on their sense of lack and what they don't have. As a result, it's a repercussion towards you in the form of hatred, envy, punishment. Just looking at Joe, you could tell Joe so badly wanted his sons to be what he wasn't. And as a result, a lot of consequences came from that. And another reminder and reflection of me, if, I see pieces of light being tapped in and being shown in a way that triggers me, I don't need to punish or have any repercussions, but like Katherine Jackson, share and remind the little Chrissy G inside of me, the little piece that I see twinkle, the light in the twinkle in her eye. Remind her of how valuable she is, how worthy she is, how special she is, how special the light that she carries is. Catherine reminded Michael that that light is a gift to the world. That light is a gift to the world. Many might not see, many may not understand, but it's a gift to the world. So I'm so grateful for that second lesson. And the third lesson is to let that light be a gift to the world. Don't hold it in. Don't hold it back. Heal the world, make it a better place by shining that light. Oh my God, I'm about to cry again. For you and for me and the entire human race, we can do this by sharing our light, by sharing our unique light. And if Michael didn't do anything, if he did one thing in the world from him sharing his light, he was able to touch the hearts and the lights of so many across the world. Across the world. There has never been and there will never be an artist like Michael because he was able to tap into his own light through the powers of his own cosmic blueprint as a reflector. He was able to reflect his light out into humanity, knowing what humanity needed. Giving light to the marginalized who everybody rejected. You saw that so clearly in the movie. From Bubbles the chimpanzee being rejected by, where he came from the burn victims in the, IC unit, and him going and sharing his life with them. That is something that I strive for, is through my light, I can touch the souls and the spirits of those who have been marginalized, those who have been ostracized by societies, those who have been devalued by society. It's my hope and it's my dream to, like Michael, touch the souls and the spirits of those who feel like nobody cares. Nobody, sees them. I see you. I see you. I am you. And I really do feel like by tapping into our own special, unique light and sharing it out with the world, we can change the world, One of my favorite songs by Michael Jackson is They Don't Really Care About Us. You can do all these things. You can hate me, rape me, all these things, but I care about you. That light, that song, showed me Michael cared about me, even though it felt like everybody else in the world didn't, you know? I say all this to say, as Uranus is in Gemini at the top of my chart, having a cosmic conversation with my light, my sun at 2 degrees Gemini, having a direct conversation with me on my MC, asking, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to shake up the world? How are you going to shine your revolutionary light into the world to hear the world? It starts with the man in the mirror. I'm starting with the woman in the mirror. I'm asking myself to change their ways of constantly being in hermit mode, hiding my light, shining my light in my to only my closest circles. I know this period is asking of me to shine my light in the world, and I'm thankful for seeing the movie because it was a great reminder of the impact that you can have when you shine your light into the world. And I'm ready to make that change. Make that change. Uranus and Gemini is asking us to make that change, through our voice, through conversations, through those in our local neighborhoods, through our brothers and sisters. Make that change and start with the woman in the mirror, you know? Oh my gosh, I've been crying all weekend. This is raw. This is emotional. This is a new chapter. This is a new cycle. This is a new 7-year cycle. This is a new 84-year cycle. This is a cycle. And not only was this all of this emotions bubbling up during the Uranus transit entering into Gemini, but shortly after I had my lunar return. It was a first quarter moon, my lunar phase, which talks about taking action. It's a square, right? It's a square with the moon that asks you to. It's a square between the sun and the moon that asks you to take action on those seeds that you planted in the new moon. It asks for bold action through challenges, which I'm very familiar of. So not only was I in my conception phase, my lunar phase, but it was also a Virgo moon. So I'm working intentionally with this lunar cycle. And in looking at my chart of my lunar cycle, I'm a Sagittarius rising. And as my 3-6, profile, the best way I teach is through experience. Through experiences, sharing my philosophy, sharing my wisdom of what I've experienced. So, in some way, form, or fashion, I hope that this raw, unfiltered episode, I don't know, I think I'm going to post this as an episode. I know I'm definitely going to write about it. Helps, empowers you, and through my own lived wisdom and experiences, I pray that it inspires you to shine your light, to know that your feelings are valid. Your feelings and your sensitivity and your light will touch the hearts of those that are meant to receive it. And so, like Catherine encouraged Michael, I'm encouraging you to shine your light and remind you that your light is a gift to the world. And I truly feel like if all of us tap into that, we can change the world and make it a better place. Why? Why? Because it's human nature. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I could go on and on with all the Michael songs references, but sending y'all so much love. Highly, highly, highly encourage y'all to watch the movie. Take your kids, watch it for yourself because you might be a mess, but then go back, take your kids, take your family, take your loved ones, see it again and again and again and again. And yeah, shine your light, make that change. So much love to y'all.